Financial freedom means different things to different people.
Yeah.
So maybe perhaps you could just chime in and tell us, what is financial freedom?
Okay. Financial freedom, first of all, you need to understand that it is not a figure, it is a place you reach. And it's not a figure because the level we reach for us to feel that we have that freedom of doing anything we can and not going to work and not thinking about money, not thinking about where you're going to get your next rent, where you're not going to get your next money to pay a mortgage is different from all of us. For one person, it could be at 50, for another person, it could be at 24, for another person, it could be at 40. That is why it is a level and not a figure. So it is where you actually know that you are able to cover your daily and monthly expenses without worrying where your next income is gonna come from. And this means to get to that level, you have to accumulate, you have to get to a place where money now starts working for you. You're not working for the money. You can decide to leave your HR job today and you're not worried about the next year how I'm gonna survive. All your expenses that you always cater for will be taken care of from the investments or income that you have created for you to get to that place. How you cater for your grooming, your child, and everything. You don't worry about that.
You don't worry about
You
that.
don't worry about if this job is stressing me, if I want to leave. Because that is where you find that when you have a stressful job or something that is bothering you with how you're earning your income, you don't leave that thing because when you leave, then what next?
What next?
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into, do you go back home? How do you pay your bills? So you have to reach to that level where you know, I have a coffer, whether it is an investment account, whether it is your assets combined, real estate, bonds, treasury bonds, you have a business running, all that combined can take care of your monthly bills that you have. So first of all, you need to understand, and that is where we will talk about, you need to understand your cash flows and know your kind of expenses and amount you spend. Do you know how much you spend every month, relatively?
Well,
You don't have to
relatively,
say.
it's so inconsistent.
Yes. So yeah, you first of all need to understand the amount you actually spend every month, and are you comfortable with that, or you're still at the level where you want to climb a bit? Because we don't always advocate for cutting your expenses. Sometimes you're at a level of life where you need to add in more income than cutting your expenses, depending on how you want to live your lifestyle. So once you understand that figure, you know that I need 200K every month for me to be comfortable at the minimum. Then build a coffer of investments and everything else that you know at any given time and point, I have 200K I have money that I cater for 200K per month.
Per month.
Yeah. So once you have that, then you started the journey of being financially free, because the investments, especially assets that you build, we always say don't sell your assets, sell the fruits, use the cash flows that come from the assets. So you might find that when you're starting your journey to financial freedom, you're accumulating assets and you become delusional at some point. You feel like you have it all, and then you end up leaving a job without a plan, and then you've not checked your expenses per month, how they flow. Like an entire year, you don't even know how much you spent. You will end up either selling that investment at some point. You've not covered your insurance, your health, your whatever. So if you don't look at that, you might end up selling your investments or having to go back to work, and that is not financial freedom. So financial freedom involves accumulating assets that will take care of you, covering your perils that include medical and other illnesses and disability and other insurance that you may need in case you need to stop working and all that, because most of the time medical issues are the ones which eat into our financial freedom corpus. So you need to cover all that for you to actually say, I'm at a point where I know for this entire year, if anything happens, I can just go for holidays. I have money to spend, but I also have assets that are going to be paying my bills even while I'm not working.
Yeah.
So it is a level
It's a
that you have to understand for you as a person. That level that you want to live, that kind of lifestyle. Do you have assets or that can give you that can cover that kind of that give you income to cover that kind of lifestyle? Because again, you might have assets, but they're not enough to cover the kind of lifestyle that you want. It might not even be the current lifestyle. So you need to determine that first. Yeah.
Wow, so you understand it means different things, different levels to different people.
Yeah.
Some of the people say that my financial freedom is defined from I get to the supermarket and I take everything that I need and I'm able to pay at the counter
Yeah.
until I have tomorrow. I mean, so it's a matter of, and in our next episode, you're going to talk about even budgeting and then how can you even make your budget fit. But I think also, even just to touch a bit on that, budgeting is important. The moment you start it, there's a way you feel even as a person. It's just like the weight loss
Yeah,
journey.
yeah, yeah.